Hey, hello there. Angela from Soapmaking Soliloquy and Alegna Soap here. 2 days before Christmas, I'm still making soap, which is a good thing because that's like one of my favorite things to do. This soap is again for Sugar Beauty Bar. All week long, I've been doing their soaps, and this is their birthday soap. I'm not quite sure if they give it out on their birthdays. I have to ask Serenity how they use them or if she sells them. I don't know, but it is a lavender scented soap and it has beach sand in it for exfoliation. So this is a part that I really actually love. I get to go to the beach, get some sand, I bring it home, I wash it with soap and water, rinse it a few times, and then I bake it in the oven, in a 400-degree oven, to make sure that there's no germs or anything in it. So it's been sterilized and we are going to get started. Okay. So there we go. I've got my pot of oils there. I'm going to get my mask here and put on my gloves. So Brian, my husband, is upstairs right now. I think he's making sourdough bread. We're going to bring it to his brother's on Christmas Eve, and then we're going to serve it on Christmas Day. So most people do things like make cookies. We make sourdough bread. All right. So then mix the lye and the oil together. And then we'll throw in the sand. It is raining today. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Very rainy day, very wet. I did go to yoga in the morning, so that was good. Because yoga always helps me feel a little bit better. By the time I leave the class, and trust me, I don't do one of those, like, I'm not a vinyasa fanatic. I do the gentle classes and the slow flow classes. I find if I move too quickly anywhere, I fall and I get hurt. So hey, how are you? Hey, Fred, you made it here. Cool. Hello, everyone. Thank you. Yeah, it's 2 days before Christmas, and I'm still making soap, which is a good thing, because this is my happy place. So I know Fred. I don't know who the rest of you are, but Fred Bryan is upstairs, and he is making sourdough bread. All right, we're going to add the lavender. There we go. I think he's also making meatballs because he's going to make lasagna for Christmas. I think that is the plan. So what do you guys? Anybody having something good for Christmas if you celebrate the holiday? Yeah, we decided. I told Brian I would make ziti, but he likes lasagna. To me, it's the same thing, but lasagna is just so much more work, All right, so let's pour this one. So this is a lavender scented soap. It's Sugar Beauty Bar's birthday soap. And for exfoliation, there is beach sand in it. And what I do, I get to go down to the beach. I don't live too far from the beach. It's about a 20-minute ride, maybe. And I get to pick up some sand. And then what I do is wash it with soap and water. And I boil it in the soap and water. And then what I do is bake it in the oven. So I know it's everything's kind of baked out of it, All right, so they like, see, we're going to have to wait a little while. This is a little too loose. They like a real textured top. and we really can't do anything with this top yet. So we're just gonna wait a little while. Dump all this in here. You know what? Let's not dump it in here. Let me show you what I got here. I've got this little tiny extra mold. We're gonna dump it in here. And what I'll do is I will grate this up and I will use this as soap for soup. So somebody asked me what I did with the soap for soup. So soap for soup is where I take ends and pieces of different bars. I sell them on my website for $6 a bar. Oh, look at that, I'm gonna need another one. On the website, they're $6 a bar. And when I'm in person, they're $5 a bar. And for every bar that's sold, I donate $5 to a food pantry. I charge a little more on the website just for shipping and handling and packaging. But if you catch me in person, they're $5 a bar. And the whole $5 goes to the food pantry. So let me see who's saying something here. So, oh, love from the Netherlands. How cool is that? Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, yeah, like, I had a girlfriend whose husband, we're going to chat for a few minutes and then I'll text you the top, okay? It just needs to get a little bit more solidified. So I had a girlfriend, well, she actually was an acquaintance many years ago, and her husband left her 2 kids. He withdrew all the money from the bank and took their only car. She had nothing. So the food pantry was so good to her. I would take her there every other week. They never made her feel bad about taking food. They would always call her, she said, to tell her that their stocks were overflowing. Please come down and get soap. So, I'm sorry, soap. Please come down and get food. So I would take her every other week, and they did that for a really long time. She finally got back on her feet. She got a job, but she was able to get his paycheck garnished so that she got money from him. And the food pantry was still really good to her. Like for about 2 years, they kept calling her and she would say, no, I'm fine. But they would tell her, oh, spend the money on the kids and, come and we have plenty of food. And this was probably like 40 years ago. 35, 40 years ago. Anyway, so fast forward, when I started the company, I knew I wanted to do something for the food pantry, and that is what I decided to do. I take the ends and the pieces and the shavings, I make a bar of soap out of them, and then I sell those for $5 a bar, and that $5 does go directly to the food pantry. This year, I think Alegna soap actually raised like $3,600, and I chipped in a little more, and we donated $4,000 just this year to the food pantry. I've been doing this for maybe 15 years now, and so we've donated almost $25,000. Yeah, $25,000 to the food pantry, which is really kind of cool. So, all right, so let's take a look now that I've chatted a little bit. Let's take a look and see what this is doing and whether we could, oh yeah, see the difference? See how easy it is to flip up and make a textured top? Yeah. There we go. Yeah, that's the top she likes. Textured. And sometimes you just got to wait a minute or two and it gets a little bit thicker. And there we go. Okay. It smells really good. I think lavender is one of my favorite scents. I use a lot of it in soaps, so much so that like the aroma kind of lingers in my house and on my clothes, because I don't really wear perfume, but everyone tells me I smell like lavender. All right, there we go. That is really good. Okay, so that is it for today. I'll cut these tomorrow, and I have one more to do tomorrow, and Christmas Eve is my last soap. Can you see it over there? It's right over there. That's the last soap I have to do. I'll do that Christmas Eve. I'll do it on a YouTube Live. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate that I actually have people here who watch. And Fred, thank you, thank you. Okay, what time? That's a really good question because I have to go to the eye doctor, just like that routine visit once a year at 11:15. So I'm thinking before 11. I'm thinking maybe like around 10 I'll try to get on, because then after that we're going to be packing up to go to my brother-in-law's for Christmas Eve. So I will try at around 10. So thank you. And you know what, Fred, I know that I know I'll text you before I go on, okay? I wish I had all your other emails. I can text you, but if you sign up, I think if you subscribe, you get a notification that I'm going on. Oh, it's Christmas tomorrow? No, today is the 23rd. I'm in New York on Long Island, and Christmas is right now it's the 23rd. So you have a great Christmas tomorrow. And thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing. I truly appreciate it. And remember to wash your hands. Bye-bye.